Welcome once again. You're watching English with Agram, and we have debate once again. Our topic is esports. Is it boon or curse? So let's get started. Both the teams are ready. Hopefully you are ready.
Should we start, sir? Okay, sir. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Brother, Sameer bhai, Riyan bhai, Junaid bhai, Aris bhai. Reply, brother, reply. Just shut up, brother. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. My name is Mohammad Ishan, and today we are debating here on a very amazing and interesting topic, which is famous among the youngsters of today, all the children of today. This is famous topic, and it is very interesting topic, that is about games, that esports. Is it good or bad? Well, as far as I think, it is good. As people are thinking that, like Junaid also mentioned, that what would you say about the people who keep on sitting in the streets and they keep on playing the game? So, brother, I would say, just because of playing these games, PUBG and Free Fire, people and students and youngsters are getting many skills. Like they are knowing about the teamwork. When you play the PUBG, there are less chances that you can win a ranked match without the teamwork. If your team is good, you know how to attack, how to just revive each other, how to just distribute the ammunition among the team, then you can win the match. Otherwise, there are very less chances that you can win the match. So same thing happens, that we learn teamwork there, we learn how to make the strategy there, our focus increases, and the main thing is we learn about quick thinking. Like suppose in these games what happens, it is not confirmed that when you will be attacked. At any time, anywhere, from any side, you can be attacked. So we get the thing which is called quick thinking, how to think and how to take the action quickly. We learn that thing from the esports. And today, as if you are thinking that the esports is not good, that's only waste of time, so I would say it is a global community, brother. Tournaments are organized, people are earning a lot of money. Recently a tournament took place worldwide, and the winning prize of that match was $30 million. $30 million, brother, means in rupees it would be in crores. So brother, we can earn a lot of money. And next thing Junaid mentioned that wait brother, let me speak. As Junaid mentioned that you can be the cricketer. If you have a cricketer, so if you become a cricketer, you will have more fame, you will be more famous, you will be invited through the army. So brother, I would say I agree with that. But the thing is that we are debating here, the question is, can a common person, a poor family boy, a middle class family boy, become a cricketer? So the answer is obviously not, brother, because for becoming a cricketer, we have to pay a lot of money. We should have a lot of money, okay, to give the bribe and to just manage the things also. But if you choose the esports, then there are chances, brother, you can earn lakhs of rupees. You can earn a lot of money, brother. That's it.
So good evening everyone, I am Farhan. Today I am debating here on a very amazing and interesting topic. The topic is e-games, it should be banned or not. Okay, so before saying anything, I just want to ask from Mr. Ishan. He mentioned about skills, and Mr. Ayan also mentioned about skills. So brother, can you tell me which kind of skills we can get from the games, like how to fight with the other person, how to kill other person? These kind of skills we can get. And you know that if you mention about the with the help of games we can get a lot of money, $30 million of the dollars, $30 million. So brother, I just want to ask from you, first of all, we will spend money on the game, and then we will get. Okay, it's not like that we will play and then we can get. Okay, and it's a total gamble. Okay, it's total. And if you will, after I am speaking, you will speak that cricket also a gamble, brother. Cricket is a gamble. Okay, but it is we can get skills from the cricket. We can get physical health. We can get good physical health from the cricket. Okay, and you also mentioned about the poor boy can't, poor boy never become a cricketer. So brother, can you tell me how many name should I give you that who were poor and now they are good cricketer. They have name, fame and glory. You know about Virat Kohli? He is also poor. He was poor, and Mohammad Shami, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya. There are a lot. Tejasvi, so a lot of Suryavanshi. There are a lot of cricketers who are millionaire now, and at that time they were poor. Okay. That's it.
Okay, brother. First of all, he asked to me that what kind of skills we will learn. So, brother, in the starting, I mentioned like we will learn about the teamwork, we will learn about the quick thinking, communication, and focus will increase. Obviously. Next thing I would like to tell you, as you are saying, brother, it is totally gambling. First of all, we will have to spend money, then we will get money. So, same thing happens in cricket, brother. In other sports, like if you want to become a cricketer, wait brother, wait. If you want to become a cricketer, so what will happen? Like you will go and you will play IPL. No brother, first of all you will have to get coaching. There you have to spend your money. You will have to travel. You will have to play in many ways. Then you will enter in IPL. It's not like that directly you will go there. So there also, yes, kid also, and brother, just like that, a lot of money is wasted there. And in comparison to esports, that is very expensive. Next thing I would like to mention, answer to Rehan bhai, as he mentioned about the money, that if this much money is paid to you in esports, then who pays? Brother, brands. Some tournaments are crowd funded, means the people who just buy the tickets and all that is collected and that becomes a prize. Okay, and sometimes what happens, that tournament organizers and sometimes game developers also pay the money to the people who play. So brother, there we get the money. Next thing, Junaid, he asked about the gamers, that are your gamers more famous? Are your famous earning money? Brother, it does not matter that they are more famous than Virat Kohli or not. Are they more famous than the Cristiano Ronaldo or not? The thing is that are they earning or not? Today we are debating here on topic, that is esports is good or bad. So we are telling here that esports is good because people are earning a lot of money. Take example of Triggered Insan. Wait brother, he was an engineer. Mythpad, he was an engineer. They chose YouTube and they are today gaming YouTuber. They are earning a lot of money. The Mythpad, whom you were asking that who knows to that person, brother, he has millions of subscribers on YouTube. If you don't know, so it does not mean no one knows. And he owns a Lamborghini and he has gone to the Los Angeles and many cities and many countries he has visited. Even the GTA 5, if you talk about, there are Mr. Beast is a different Mr. Mythpad we are mentioning. So brother, if we talk about and if we talk about the Triggered Insan, Nishchay Malhan, so he owns a Defender, brother. He owns a Defender. He has a Jaguar. Crores of rupees he has spent on his house, brother. They are running lavish life. Just today we are, and there are a lot of people who were like the example of the biggest gamer of India, that is Ujjwal Chaurasia, Techno Gamers. Okay, he was a YouTuber and he was from the poor family. It's not like that since starting he's rich. So brother, today look at him. He has 42 million subscribers on YouTube. So brother, there he came with the best of the time just because of the games. And you are saying that there's nothing in esports, that's only waste of the time. Do you know about the GTA 6? Even it is not in esports, it won't be played in Olympic, but still the game cost only for making that is $2 billion. Okay, more than Burj Khalifa. So brother, just assume, just imagine that what will be the graphics of that game and how will it look like, how would be the storyline. Brother, gaming industry is growing rapidly. That's it.
Okay brother. Yes sir, what I am saying. So brother, as you mentioned about now I am speaking directly. I have a lot of answer of Ishan, but I don't want to give. I am directly speaking about my point. So the main point is the addiction, and it's all about the addiction. You know, I just want to tell you something. 3.5 billion in 8.8 billion population, 3.5 billion of the people playing game. Okay, and 83% of the people in the 100%, 83% of the people they are choosing fighting games, and it is the effect. it is affects on the students, on the children's. They are and you talk about, you told, you mentioned about some YouTubers like Triggered and Insan Brother. So yes, there's one YouTuber. So he mentioned that he make video and he earn a lot of money. So what is the benefit of that money if he gives wrong information to the people, if to the children, if he teach wrong things to the children? What is the benefit of that money? What is the benefit of that fame? And I just want to tell you many case which is happening in Delhi and Punjab, Delhi, Mumbai. So there the children are addict and they are killing their parents. They are killing their parents. Listen to me, sir. They are killing their parents. They are killing their parents, and it is very bad effect for the students education, and it's all about also our country. Okay, if our generation is not good, if our generation are playing games, so how our India will progress? How our India will become superpowerful country? Government says that our country is superpower. How people are playing game, and Modi says that our India is the superpower. It's not like that. Okay.